Yeah, let me help you. And Marcia, watch your head. Right. Well, they're done on steel. It's sandblasted, powder-coated steel that I put an enamel ground on, and then that's oil paint.
Oh, wonderful.
Right, thank you.
Yeah, beautiful. What a beautiful world.
Really appreciate it. I'm so tickled you stopped. And
yeah, me too.
It's one of those things that most people just totally happen upon it. They don't know it's going to be here. They just.
How long is it going to be?
Well, it's here for 5 days. This is the 4th. I'm taking an 11-week tour through the Upper East Side, and this is week 5.
Oh. Where did you start out?
I started out outside the Armory when the art show was going on.
Okay, great.
I moved to the Asia Society, the Frick.
Oh, that's a lovely spot, too.
The Noya.
Right. Have you been up to the Noya already?
Yeah. And then next week I'll be up outside the Guggenheim, which will be different because it's so congested.
What about the Whitney?
The Whitney, unfortunately,
not a good spot.
It's not that it's not. It would be a great spot, of course, and particularly with the biennial.
Yeah,
the fact of the matter is, I don't know how to say this simply, but this is built. What you're seeing is the sort of not the personification, but the shape and size is exactly to the limits that the codes and rules of the city of New York allows. It's a bit of a ode to vending. And the rules become very specific, and Madison is zoned commercially, and you can't be there. The people who are there are breaking the rules.
Yeah. If you had a hot dog stand, they would let you, right?
Well, even then, I don't think so. But they can't enforce everything. But I'm pushing it.
Right.
But I'm
Why
not pushing it to the degree where anyone can tell me that I have to move. So.
It's absolutely a beautiful piece. What are you going to do with it after it's been touring?
Well, I did this in Chelsea in 2010, and I did it on the Lower East Side last year.
With the same piece?
With the same piece, different, the paintings accumulate.
Okay. Right.
And this, I think, is the final lap.
Okay.
What
are you going to do?
Well, it's a great question. I may...
Oh, please.
It's not part of it. It's absolutely independent. But you may go inside.
What is it? Is it your piece?
It is my piece.
Oh.
The idea is to go in and sit down. And you can pick a corner. The light improves, and there's room for two if you're...
Yeah, but what happens?
Nothing happens. All you do is you can shut the doors.
Oh, no, that's just...
Well, I know. And... It's actually quite well, he can tell you. Is that okay? Looks can be deceiving. It may not be...
What do you mean?
It may not be so scary.
Oh. Well, what happens?
Nothing happens. You just have a space in which you can see the work that's inside. The limitations are all around the codes and rules that the city allows for you to do this. And I wanted to show work that was somewhat fragile, not fragile, but I didn't want it exposed to the elements, so I put a roof on it. Thus making it this hunkering down, this bunker. Now, is that okay?
Yeah.
Good.
Gallery space. One line, one down.
Let me help you.
No, I'm a little claustrophobic.
Well, in that case,
I better get out.
exit.
Right?
No, please take a booklet.
Oh, What is
Watch
Barbara?
your
Why
head.
is there
Watch
the
your
name
head.
Barbara on there?
Well, I thought it should have a name as an ID, and I chose Barbara. As I was saying, once I put a roof on it, on this stand, and enclosed the space, and it became this sort of hunkering down. Contemporaneously with the idea of making this goes back a few years, I was reading a book by a Frenchman who grew up, Paul Virilio is his name, and I won't go into the book, but he grew up on the coast of France around World War II, and his thesis revolved around using images of the bunkers. And I was reading it, thinking this should have a name, and realized that a few of those bunkers were named.
Oh.
One of them was named Barbara. I very much liked the way it looked in high relief in the cast concrete of the bunker. I knew this would have the high relief of the 1x3 square steel pipe, so I went with what was money in the bank as far as the way it looked, and chose Barbara.
So what's your name?
My name's Marvin Gates.
I'm Joan.
Hi,
Pickney.
Joan.
Hi, Carrie.
Hi.
Okay,
Thank
well,
you.
Nice to meet you.
Nice meeting you too.
You just put it here and they're letting you...
Fifth week of 11 weeks on the Upper East Side. I was down in Chelsea in 2010 and on the Lower East Side last year. There are 11 different locations. There's a website on the back of that little catalog. You happened upon it, but you can find it again. It's going through May 18th on the very last back cover.
Day
And
after my birthday.
Thank you.
thank you very much.
Bye-bye.
So pleasure.
All right.
You ever the Last Supper at church? Have you ever heard the Last Supper at church? Jesus with all his disciples. That's what it's called.
What?